Namo Amitabha. Thank you for joining me for a daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. For our Dharma lesson, we've been reading Pure-Land Zen Pure-Land, the letters of Patriarch Yin Kuang. We're continuing in letter 25. Your mind has such high aspirations, but you do not know how to adjust their loftiness to your capacities. Yet you also think that, with humble, limited capacities, it's difficult to achieve rebirth in the Pure Land. To avoid sinking into the three evil realms is enough cause for rejoicing. Little do you realize that without rebirth in the Pure Land, you will in the future descend upon the three evil paths, hells, hungry ghosts, animality. Ideas such as yours fail to conform to the teachings of the Buddhas and are contrary to my own advice. How can you then say that you are following my words and single-mindedly reciting the Buddha's name? You are currently engaged in an ordinary profession and do not yet have a lofty, magnanimous character. Thus, such high determination will only make others sigh and laugh. You should completely abandon your ambition to become a great scholar, concentrating instead on studying the Pure Land Sutras. Reread the letters I sent to Cao Shaolin and Miss Su and practice accordingly. You should not look at your humble, limited capacities and consider rebirth in the Western Land as too lofty and beyond your reach. You should cling to the Buddha's name as to your life and mind, holding fast all times without letting go. Moreover, you should keep your thoughts and actions in conformity with the tenets of Buddhism. That is, put a stop to all evil actions and practice all wholesome deeds. In addition, if you still have spare time, you may recite sutras and mantras, but always keep in mind the need for utter sincerity. Do not rush to fathom meaning and substance. If you rush to understand everything at the outset and do not concentrate on utterly sincere recitation of the Buddha's name and the sutras, even thorough understanding will bring no true benefits. Not to mention that, to begin with, understanding is difficult. As far as the consciousness, Zen, and Sutra studies methods are concerned, even if you pursue them all your life, you will find it difficult to grasp their profound essence. Even if you do, you will still have to sever delusive karma completely to escape birth and death. When speaking of this, I fear that your dream will not come true and will remain just that, a dream. You have not read my compendium carefully enough, and therefore your words rise as high as the Milky Way and then descend to the depths of the ocean. In the compendium, I frequently refer to the sutras and commentaries that should be read, how to go about reading them, and the difficulty of benefiting from the consciousness, Zen, and Sutra studies methods. This is because the Pure Land method calls upon the compassionate power of Amitabha Buddha, other power, while other methods rely on self-power, self-cultivation alone. Dharma doors other than the Pure Land are ordinary methods. They resemble the approach of a scholar in everyday life who, through his own talents and virtues, becomes an official of high or low rank. The Pure-Land method is a special teaching, just like a prince who right at birth is more honored than courtiers or ministers. Thus, methods based on self-power and those based on other power cannot be compared. Should not ordinary beings, full of karmic afflictions, exercise caution in the selection of a method of cultivation? You admit that human beings have a limited time span and that your own real strength is limited. Why then continue to pursue such lofty ambitions? If you can become a great scholar, it will be a great honor for Buddhism. My only fear is that if you do not succeed, and do not have firm faith in the Pure-Land method either, you will fail on both accounts. Furthermore, if you do accrue some limited virtues in this life, in the next life you will certainly be reborn within the cycle of worldly blessings and merits. Think this over. Among the wealthy and noble, how many can avoid creating evil karma? Today, the fate of the nation is in great peril and the people are in misery. This is all due to the influence of the merits and blessings of those who in previous lifetimes cultivated with that wisdom. Once having gone astray and having been reborn in the triple realm, how can you ensure that you will not be deluded and descend upon the three evil paths? If you do not achieve rebirth in the Pure Land, it may be possible to escape perdition for one lifetime, but to do so for 2 lifetimes is rare indeed. May all beings be well, may all beings be happy, may all beings be peaceful. Namo Amitabha. Thank you so much for joining me today.